Well, first of all, here's the one belt for the Georgia Tag Team Championship. Ernie Ladd's got the other one. We've made a challenge, and we're going to stick with it. Heenan says he wants a match for these belts, and he'll accept a match between Hansen and I and Ernie Ladd and any partner that Heenan can get for him. Well, I'll tell you what. Stan and I talked about it. You get yourself together, Heenan. You get Ladd, you get a partner, because next week right here on TV, Stan and I will defend the Georgia Tag Team belts. Ernie, put your belt up, I'll put my belt up, and the best team walk out the winner right on TV. All right?
Well, indeed. There's an offer that certainly Mr. Heenan cannot refuse. There's no question about that. I can feel very assured in my own mind that he'll accept that very quickly.
Well, let me tell you, all the shenanigans that this dadgum Heenan has been pulling. Next week, you heard Ole, we're going to be right here together. We're going to be the team of the future. We're going to come in there next week right here on television. Nobody's going to pull the wool. Nobody's going to trick us. Nobody's going to do nothing except have to get in the ring right here on television for the world to see and beat us for this belt right here.
You know what's going to be interesting about that is the first thing that they've got to go through is the Atlanta City Auditorium. The first thing they're going to have to do is get by that brass knuckles match. Friday night, when we go into that Atlanta City Auditorium, we're going to have our hands all taped up. Ernie Ladd, you're great at pounding people in the head with a shoe. Bobby Heenan's great at coming up behind him maybe with a cigar. Superstar Cox, they're all a bunch of bums. They're all doing those things. Well, Stan and I have done them a lot longer, and we did it a lot better. Friday night, we get down to Atlanta City Auditorium. We're going to have our hands all taped up. And Ernie, I can't wait. You get your shoe off. In fact, I'll even help you take your shoe off. And when you do, I'll whack it right back across your nose, break you in about 14 pieces. You're 6'9" now. But when we get done, he's going to be about 3 feet tall. A little bit of ball down there in that auditorium.
You know, if you stomp all the manure out of somebody, Ernie Ladd's going to be about that tall. Brass knucks, anything goes. We're going to tape our fists, bring stuff in there. We're going to give you all a beating. That's why we're going to be confident next Saturday on TV. We're going to put those belts up because there ain't going to be nothing left of you.
We'll find out Friday night at the Atlanta City Auditorium. The Georgia Tag Team Championship.
Well, let me tell you something, Gordon. You had a couple of guys out here shooting off hard at it, but that egg-sucking dog, Ole Anderson. Everybody know you're a thief, Ole Anderson. Well, you got what you had coming to you last Friday. But coming up in the near future, I got my partner. I'll be right on television. I'll beat your filthy socks off and take that other belt. Beat you like the dog that you really are.
What about Friday night at the Atlanta City Auditorium?
At the City Auditorium, I have a man. But it'll be in a tape fist, brass knuckles. Come any way you can, with anybody you can. With old Hulk Jones, Stan Hansen, you see how dumb he is. He's the same idiot when he tried to play football. He stayed up all night studying for a blood test. That's how dumb that idiot is. And he's going to get in the square circle against the mighty, mighty superstar and yours truly, Ernie Ladd. Tape, fist, brass knucks, any way you want it, and I'll finish the job. Ole Anderson, you egg-sucking dog, you.
This tag team event will be one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Georgia, weighing in at 240 pounds, Jack Poor. His partner from Texas, weighing in at 220 pounds, Joe Powell. Their opponents now entering the ring from Borger, Texas, weighing in at 320 pounds, Stan Hansen. His partner from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 249 pounds, co-holder of the Georgia Tag Team Championship, Ole Anderson.
Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen going up against Jack Poor and Powell, and it is Hansen and Anderson. Hansen and Anderson very quickly unleashing everything they have. Lots and lots of punishment there, and Hansen catches him coming in. And you talk about a devastating combination. This has got to be it right here. Again, they tag up. Anderson catches him again. Has him down. Makes the tag, and Stan Hansen, the bad man from Borger, Texas, moves in. Caught him with that lariat coming off the ropes. And no question about that.
Now you tell that egg-sucking lad to get his butt down there at Atlanta City Auditorium, and we'll do the same to him.
Yeah, bring him on, boys. The lariat, Hulk Jones, and the Hulk dog. You're coming.
All right, you heard it. There it is. This coming Friday night, of course, at the Atlanta City Auditorium. Brass Knucks rules. They'll be coming in with their fists taped up, and it's going to be something indeed. Tommy Rich gets a chance at Killer Carl Cox, and if he beats Cox, he'll have 5 minutes alone with Bobby Heenan.
They've fallen into my trap again. We conned and outsmarted the big dummy Stan Hansen. He is no longer the television champion. Now we got Ole Anderson, that big Minnesota turncoat loudmouth out here, telling you what him and Hansen are going to do. I'll tell you what you're going to do next week. You're going to step in that ring. You're going to bring the belt. But when it's all over and done with, Mr. Anderson, you and Hansen, you better get a bunch of friends to carry your busted carcasses out of that ring, because next week you're going to be looking at new Georgia champions. But the important thing on my mind is Friday night at the Atlanta City Auditorium. Tape fist, brass knucks match, right? Ole Anderson and Hansen against the Superstar and Ernie Ladd. I doubt if Hansen and Ole Anderson will be able to defend a title here on TV. Now, we're going to beat them up pretty bad Friday night, but we're going to leave just a little bit left for television Saturday. And then Tommy Rich, you've made that ludicrous statement that if you beat Carl Cox, you won 5 minutes with me. Well, maybe I don't even care about 5 minutes with you. Maybe I won't even go with those stipulations. Maybe I'll just want you after the match any way it goes. You know, I'm tired of having my back pushed to a corner. I'm tired of people giving me bad accusations, people knocking me. You know, I got 5 minutes. I tore that patch off your face, and you felt pain like you never felt before. For 5 minutes, I'm going to do that next Friday night. Win or lose, you're scarred for life, punk.
We'll find out Friday night at the Atlanta City Auditorium.
Match will be one fall with a TV time limit. Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 320 pounds, Sterling Golden. Sterling Golden. His opponent from Riverdale, Georgia, weighing in at 235 pounds, Marvin Turner. Marvin Turner.
Marvin Turner going up against Sterling Golden. Golden, who uses that golden squeeze so very, very effectively, using a powerful sledgehammer blows to the back of Marvin Turner. Smashes him down once again. Turner on the canvas in the blue trunks. Sterling Golden brings him up. The running backbreaker. Turner in trouble trying to get over to those ropes if he could. And it is Sterling Golden catching him with the golden squeeze. And he is conceding. The referee calling for the bell. It is all over for Marvin Turner. Sterling Golden moving very effectively. A man of awesome strength, no question about that. Let me take just a moment to talk to him. Obviously, Mr. Turner could only take so much of that golden squeeze, and then he had to give up.
Let me tell you what it's all about, Gordon Sully. About 5 weeks ago, a man named Sterling Golden came storming Norman into Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody's been running scared. They've been feeding me this grade B meat every week on TV. I want the best now. All these superstars have been hiding in the eye of the storm, brother. I've been whipping everybody out here, and I want only the best competition from now on. I'm getting sick of this. I don't even get a workout in the ring. And the $1,000 challenge for the golden squeeze is still up. Anybody that can break the squeeze, I will shell out $1,000 if you got the guts to get in the ring.
Well, indeed, and so the challenge is still there. That's interesting, too, now with the $1,000 challenge on the part of Austin Idol. If anybody can break that figure 4. Of course, the Superstar still has a $3,000 up for anybody who can break the Cobra hold.
Standby match, one fall with a TV time limit. New York weighing in at 235 pounds, Bill Howard. His opponent weighing in at 200 pounds, Louis Haney.
Bill Howard moves out. Complaining about his trunks being pulled. And you can hear the crowd here at Channel 17 Sports Arena picking up a chant. Howard the Coward is what they call him. He is not too popular a competitor. Levy holding him in there now. Howard pulls him back into the ring ropes. Howard drives a knee. Howard catches him with an elbow. Howard smashing him into the turnbuckle, and his man is staggered. Snapmare takes him to the canvas. Howard crashes into the head using his knee very effectively. Bill Howard, short chopping punch to the forehead again. And Howard flailing away now into a front chancery, keeping him tied up. Howard keeping him trapped, and Howard asking the referee that he wants to concede. The snapmare takes his man to the canvas once again. Bill Howard twisting the head now. And so Bill Howard exerting tremendous pressure. The man still not conceding, however. Forearm across the chest. And so Howard has totally dominated his opponent thus far. And they're into the ropes, and the referee forcing him back. Pardon me. Really? Okay, let me, this is absolutely amazing. Tommy Rich has just sent word out to me that next week he's going to defend his Georgia heavyweight championship right here on television, and I'll be explaining that to you in just a moment. So Bill Howard defeats his man and comes away victorious, but right now the thing that's on my mind, and just listen to this now, Tommy Rich has sent word to me that next week he will defend his Georgia television championship, his Georgia heavyweight championship right here on television, and he said put these names in the hat and then we'll draw a name for next week. And listen to the names that he's going to throw in the hat and draw one. King Kong Mosca, Superstar, Ox Baker, Killer Carl Cox, Ernie Ladd, Austin Idol, Sterling Golden, The Sheik, Pack Song, or Blackjack Lanza. So that means that next week, I don't know, I think Tommy Rich is biting off an awful lot and putting a tremendous risk out here by putting his Georgia heavyweight championship on the line next week here on television. We'll also be having the Georgia Tag Team Championship on the line. Ernie Ladd and the partners of his choice going up against Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen. So what a sensational 2 hours we're going to have next week here on Georgia Championship Wrestling. But this really comes as a surprise to me that Tommy Rich will be drawing one of these names from the hat next week to defend his title. And again, let me run down this most impressive lineup of competitors. King Kong Mosca, the Superstar, Ox Baker, Killer Carl Cox, Ernie the Cap Ladd, Austin Idol, Sterling Golden, The Sheik, Hack Song, or Blackjack Lanza. Now that is an impressive lineup indeed, and Tommy Wildfire Rich. Of course, he has said before, he is the people's champion, he is the Georgia heavyweight champion, and he wants to defend that title and defend it with honor, and that's obviously what he has in mind.
Alliance. The announcers on this program are employed by Georgia Championship Wrestling Incorporated.
15-minute time limit. Introducing first from San Diego, California, weighing in at 245 pounds, Snake Brown. Snake Brown. His opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, Wildfire Tommy Rich. Tommy Rich, referee Scrappy McGowan.
Tommy Rich going up against Snake Brown. Scrappy McGowan is the special referee, and we certainly wish a speedy recovery to Charlie McGowan. Brown bulls him back into the ring ropes. Rich with a hip lock takedown. Brown on the canvas. Brown turns to his man, caught in a side headlock now. And it is Rich applying more and more pressure to the side of his head and his ear. Brown circling his man, moves in once again. Tommy Wildfire Rich. Wildfire written across the midriff of his trunks. Now full arm drag and twist by Tommy Rich, keeping that arm drag and twist. Drop toe hold that takes Brown to the canvas. Well, a front chancery now by Tommy Rich. Brown complaining. Brown back on his feet, Rich watching him carefully. Goes in, arm drag, takedown by Tommy Rich. Brown back on the canvas. Tommy Rich with the arm bar now, a step over on Snake Brown. Brown coming to his feet, obviously frustrated now by Tommy Rich. Good arm drag takedown once again. Brown trying a headbutt to the midsection, tries again, but with little effect on Tommy Rich. Tommy Rich with a step over now, straddling his man. Keeps the arm bar. Into the ropes, the referee calls for the break. Tommy Rich with a good clean break, steps back. Rich moved up. Caught him nicely with an arm drag and twist. Back leg trip into a takedown inside armbar. Referee Scrappy McGowan checking with Snake Brown, asking if he wanted to concede. Brown adamant in saying no. Into the ring ropes and forces a break once again. Drop toe hold by Tommy Rich, who swung in there very nicely. So Tommy Rich keeps the pressure on Snake Brown. Referee calls for the break. He was in the ropes. Rich back on his feet very quickly. Collar and elbow. Rich getting the side headlock into a hip lock takedown. Brown back on the canvas. Tommy Rich breaking it up. Snake Brown back on his feet. Rich. It's set. Catches the foot to the midsection and chopping blow to the top of the head. Whips him off the rope. Bottom of an elbow. Coming off the ropes. Snake Brown trying to come back to his feet now. Tommy Rich closes in on him. Rich brings him up. A full body slam into a lateral press. No, sir. Brown came out of it before the count of 3. Tommy Rich. Caught him in the stomach coming in. Lateral press. Brown came out of it again before the count of 3. Tommy Rich off the
Ball with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from New York, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bill Howard. Bill Howard. His opponent from Roanoke, Virginia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas moving out against Bill Howard. Of course, every time that any wrestler steps into the squared circle here on Super 17, he's putting his reputation on the line, putting his reputation nationwide. And it is Tony Atlas caught in a side headlock now by Bill Howard. Howard out of New York. Wide stance. Tony Atlas with the blue trunks. Howard trying to maintain that side headlock. Tony Atlas does a little Atlas shuffle and slips away from him. Tony, outside of the ring, is just one of the doggonedest nicest fellas you'd ever want to meet. Very modest. But he's a prime example to all of you youngsters out there of what you can become if you have enough self-sacrifice and enough dedication. Top wrist lock now by Bill Howard on Tony Atlas. Atlas powered him off, however, using that massive forearm. You see the tremendous muscular development of Tony Atlas. Interesting highlights there. The lats, trapezius muscles. He took 4 individual awards in the Mr. America contest. Right now in professional front chancery by Bill Howard. Front chancery on Tony Atlas. You have in pro wrestling right now, particularly in this area. And such men as Sterling Golden, Tony Atlas, superstar Billy Graham, another man who's in the... Look at this press. Over 240 pounds, pressed well over his head. Howard complaining to the referee, but certainly... Atlas did nothing that was illegal. Side headlock now by Tony Atlas.